Hi guys, welcome back to the channel for today's double upload. If you haven't seen the pack opening video which I uploaded about an hour and a half ago, then I strongly suggest watching it. It was a very good pack opening video, so if you guys appreciate the content of this upload, then please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And let's begin here with the transfer list. So basically, I was clearing all my sales. Those ones just happened about a few hours ago. So I lazy sold Thiago. Thiago has been lazy selling a lot recently. I do think because he is a hybrid link from La Liga to Bundesliga. So a lot of people that have untradeable La Liga players, they're using Thiago in order to get that hybrid going. It's just more challenging at the moment to build teams because people have PL players. They have also La Liga players, which either they are untradeable or that they have bought and maybe they're losing coins, so they're not selling them, or maybe they just like them, right? And there's also a third league, which is always the players that you like. So maybe most probably those guys had Lewandowski maybe in their team or maybe Boateng. So what they're doing is that they're trying to squad build for the weekend. So basically, Thiago has been lazy selling a lot. Both of them were bought for around 105k, so that's some pretty good profit. Then I packed this Guilherme guy. Now, to be honest, I didn't even look at the Super League Team of the Season cards because I most probably will never use them. But as soon as I packed this player, I didn't even look at the stats. And when I saw his price, it kind of intrigued me to look at his stats. And this guy has insane stats. He's a very, very usable player, and I would say he fits the meta really, really well. He has very good work rates, high-low, which is really good for a winger, especially if you play the 4-2-3-1. I was kind of surprised. This is a very good card, and I sold them at 194 because I do think there is potential for him to drop furthermore on rewards day. So I'm just selling at the moment the Super League non-rares. If you guys haven't done that yet, then I would strongly suggest to. A lot of players are very inflated because we got that Luis Gustavo added into the League SBC rewards. So the silvers I've already sold. They're very, very inflated. I would strongly suggest selling the silvers at least if you don't want to sell the non-rares. Silvers are very inflated. So have a look at that, guys. And also I've got all my players still there. Now I did buy a Ramos a few days ago at 882. He's currently higher, but I bought him for my team, right? And I didn't even play a game with him. It was for the weekend. I've told you guys many times that I don't play rivals anymore, but today I packed Ramos from a League SBC pack. So I replaced the one that I had in my squad with the one that I packed. And this one is back on in the market, which I'm most probably going to sell on rewards day. All the Courtois are still there. I strongly expect him to rise, but I'm just not sure because Oblak has been holding his price lower, Courtois' price. But I do think a lot of people that will get red player picks, either Ramos or Varane, or maybe even people that will complete Militao, which is an insanely good center back. I looked at his stats, and it's a player that I do want to complete as well. So I do think there is potential for Courtois to rise once again. So I still have a few Thiagos, which I'm lazy listing at the moment. Now, a guy that I really, really like for rewards this week would be Munain. If you guys have a look at La Liga players, there's not a lot of good cams, right? And this guy has a ton of hype. If you just look at the comment section on Footbin, you would see a lot of people say that since they tried this card, they just never sold him. And even his supply on the market, this is a card that had a lot of supply when the Foot Birthday was out, the promo, but the supply has really dried up, and this does make me feel like a lot of people that have him are not looking to sell him. So I do think this is a card that will rise, and most probably, even if it does not, the risk is minimum because I've never seen this card dropping a ton. Yeah, during panics, you may see him around 85k. or maybe even 80K, but this is very rare. This would take a market crash to happen. Now I'm stuck with some Simons that I bought at 220, so I'm lazy listing him. I'm able to sell at least one a day, so hopefully by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, all of them will be gone because lazy buyers do come a lot in the market during rewards. So hopefully he will be gone. Same goes for Icone. I'm stuck with two that I bought for crazy prices. I also bought a Vinicius at 315. I'm not sure how much he goes for at the moment, but looking at his stats, and once again, this was a very popular card on rewards day. I made so much coins with this guy. But ever since the PL team of the season came out, or I'd say even the community team of the season, this card has not been rising a lot. But then again, La Liga did not have a lot of hype until their team of the season promo dropped. And I do think La Liga will be the league where you will see the highest price rises on rewards day. So I do think Vinicius, being from Real Madrid, there's a lot of Madrid players in there, and also being Brazilian. So a lot of people will use that striker, which will be Brazilian, in order to link Neymar, because Neymar will always be there, right, in people's teams. So I do think there is potential for this card to rise once again. Then I bought a Lucas yesterday at 84.5. Today I saw him all the way down to 75, but then he rebounded back to 85. So I should have bought then at 75. But once again, you just can't invest in all the players at the same time. So I do want to show you guys the team that I'll rock this weekend. Hopefully I'll be able to complete Militao. So I had this Lodi whom I got from the party bag, and I packed a Hullet. Mid Hullet, which is just insane. So I've given up on the idea of buying De Bruyne. I bought a Carvajal on the same day that I had bought Ramos. I do think this is the lowest price that I've gotten for them, because Carvajal at 260 is a steal. I bought a Griezmann at 730. He has never dropped back to that price once again. So, and here's the Ramos that I packed. And I have a Courtois in net that I bought at 90K. So here are all the untradeable players that I have, and all of them are untradeable. You can have a look right here. Robertson, whom I had packed just before the PL upgrade expires. So it's a pretty good team. Now I do know the bench will be replaced with bronzes, because otherwise the DDA will just kill me this weekend. I'm very excited to give Fakir a chance as well in the team. I really like this card. It has very good stats. So in terms of let's get back to some trading now. In terms of the guaranteed La Liga SBC, which we will most probably get on Wednesday, if not on Thursday, I do think the rating will be 87. Now, a lot of people are talking about 86 at the moment, and I do think 86 would be fair value, because a lot of players are not worth all that much. But EA is EA at the end of the day. This is the biggest promo, and I do think they will take any opportunity which they have to suck maximum amount of coins from the market. So I do think 87 will be the rating. Should you invest in SBC fodders for that? I do not think so. And the reason being why I think the SBC fodders are not moving, even though we are getting SBCs that people are completing. This is the reason, right? The objectives. We're getting new objectives every week whenever a new league comes out. And not only top 5 leagues, even the second league, which is added every Monday. So because of that, people are completing those players. And even though they're not using them, but they're using them to complete SBCs. So I do think high-rated players, the SBC fodders at the moment, should not be worth it to invest on. Now, the last time we had these kind of low prices for SBC fodders, mid-icon SBC was released. And once again, if you have a look here at the mid-icon SBC, which I do want to show you guys right here, it expires in 23 days. Then if you have a look at the season also expires in 23 days. So I do think at the end of the season, we should be getting maybe 2 or 3 days after the season expires, we should be getting the prime icon upgrade packs. So at that time, let's say within the next 3 weeks, would be the perfect time to start stockpiling SBC fodders, because as soon as the Prime Icon pack will be released, this is when we will see the SBC fodders exploding in terms of price. So I would say hold on investing on SBC fodders, because once again, every Friday and Saturday we'll get a ton of lightning rounds, and the SBCs at the moment, a lot of people are not interested to complete them. And even though if they complete them, they use untradeable players that they know they will never use once again in this game cycle, right? So I do not think it is worth it to invest in SBC fodders. Now, for me, for rewards day, if you guys want to invest in players, any La Liga player or any PL player, now I'll show you guys an example here. I do think Lacazette, last time I had checked, he was pretty low. Now he is rebounding a bit at the moment, but I do think PL players like Lacazette is a safe bet in my opinion. There's other good PL players which I'm not gonna talk about, because you guys know all the PL players are very popular, and I do think there is an opportunity to invest in them. One player that I had a look today and I was kind of surprised to see how low he was. It would be Soyuncu, right? Soyuncu, first of all, links to a lot of Turkish players. I saw him all the way down to 145 today. Now he is rebounding a bit. It would not surprise me to see him around 190 maybe on rewards day, or maybe on Friday. But once again, for me, defenders are it's a position to avoid, right? But I do think a guy like Soyuncu that has a lot of hype. A lot of people were waiting to buy him because they could not afford him at maybe 210. But with this price at 160, I do think the risk is minimal, and you won't be losing a lot of coins. In terms of the PL team of the season, all the players are pretty low. I was looking at a guy like Aguero. If you guys, I'm not sure if you guys are interested to buy him, but if you are, I do think this is a good price to buy him. Now, I'm not sure, maybe he has risen. Last time I had checked, he was below 1.9. So at the moment, he's rising, but I do think around 1.9 is a good price to pay for Aguero. I paid around 2.3 for mine, so that was a mistake. But I do think we will see Aguero around 2.2, 2.3 on rewards day. It would not surprise me, because PL team of the season have a lot of demand, right? But they went up so quickly that last week a lot of people did not have the opportunity to buy them. But I do think this week, because they're pretty low at the moment, so I do think people will start buying them back. Now, a lot of people don't want to build any other team than a PL team, right? So it's always a good opportunity. Same goes for Aubameyang, who's pretty low at the moment. Now, if you're wondering if you should buy the La Liga Team of the Season cards at the moment, I would say, in my opinion, those players are actually at the moment still low. It would not surprise me a bit to see those players rise even higher on rewards day. So for me, as I showed you guys, I bought Ramos, I bought Carvajal. I always think buying before the others is always better, because once everybody jumps into the market to buy those players, especially a guy like Varane, right? He doesn't have much supply on the market. If you are to wait, then maybe you may be able to get him 100k cheaper, just like you may end up paying 300-400k more. It's very tough packing him. Even if you have a look on YouTube, you will see a lot of people packed Ramos, but not a lot of people packed Varane. So there's Varane, there's Messi, there's Suarez. The only guy I'm a bit confused on would be Benzema. And that too, there's only one reason. It's because of his work rates. I'm kind of skeptical about his price being 900k for a guy which is medium low, and he's not a very meta player as well. So this is the only guy I'm kind of skeptical about. But otherwise, the rest of the La Liga Team of the Season cards, if you want them for your squad, I do think at the moment there's not much risk at buying them, unless it's lower tier cards. By lower tier, I mean players that are worth under 400k, I would wait for rewards day to buy them. There may be another opportunity as well, which I did want to share with you guys. Last week, we got the first, which I'm gonna show you guys right here first. Last week we had a PL upgrade packs, right? So it was kind of different. We had 4 rare players that we were getting from them in exchange for 11 rare Premier League players. And this week we got only 2 rares but 82 pluses. So this is what's kind of confusing me. But if everything goes as everyone expects, then we should get a La Liga upgrade when this one expires in 2 days on Thursday. That will require only gold rares, just like it happened with the PL. Now, I'm not 100% sure because things change and EA likes to keep that element of surprise in terms of changing the SBCs, not to make it too obvious for the people to invest on. But there may be an opportunity at buying gold rares. Only gold rares. Now I'm stockpiling them at the moment, not to sell them but to do the upgrade packs, and I can show you guys even on bids that I am grabbing some at 650 as well right here. So I have a club full of rares that I bought at 700 coins. So I do think on rewards day, after you have opened your packs and your rewards, you guys may buy gold rares for 700 coins. There's just no risk there. Even if you quick sell them, they're worth 650 coins. So you're not losing much, and you won't need to quick sell them because at any time you put them on bid, they will sell at 700 or 750 coins. But in case if they do release that upgrade packs that require gold rares, then they will rise in price. So then you guys can take a decision whether you want to do the upgrade packs or you want to sell those gold rare players. So I do think at 700 coins there's just no risk in doing it. So that's another opportunity which you guys have. Now we did get today 2 new league SBCs that were added into the game. So in case if you guys did not know, then now you know. You should maybe look to cash in on the silvers and the players that you have from that league. And those 2 leagues are where are they? I just can't find them. It's basically the Mexican League and the Pro League from Belgium. So those 2 leagues were added today. So if you guys still have not sold the players from those leagues, I would sell them. The packs back are not all that good. I still think only the PL, La Liga, and Serie A, and at some extent the Bundesliga is worth completing because you get very good packs back in return. In terms of the other leagues, I'm just selling the players. I do not care about completing them. So that's pretty much it for today's upload. If you guys appreciated the content, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And let me know down below in the comments if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.